Hello and welcome back to another episode of Jules on the Couch. We have a lot to talk about, so come sit down, take a seat. Of course, today, what do I have? Can you guess? Liquid death. Oh my god, I can't. So usually, guys, I do not write out my episodes. I do not like to do that because then I'm not speaking from my heart. And I like to speak directly from my heart. I like to just talk. I don't like scripts. I like the freedom of just speaking. You know what I mean? And I had a whole episode written out, and I had all these little quotes and stuff I was gonna say, and it was very organized and very beautiful, and I had a good time putting it together. But when I started to film, I said, this is not what I want to talk about today. This is not what I feel like I should be talking about today. I will still make that video, but when I make that video, I want to be in that headspace. The headspace that I was in was I would be able to freely talk about it. Do you know what I mean? So today I'm going to freely talk about something that I recently realized, and I want to share it as I feel like it's something that a lot of people deal with. I'm definitely not the only one, and if I can do something that helps myself, then I want to do something that will help others. The other day I was driving home from work, and I had a tiring day, a tiring day at work, and when I'm at work I am non-stop. I am just. And after that, I drove home. As I was driving home, there was so much traffic, and I was just irritated. You get in that mood, and I'm driving my car, and I'm like, ugh, so annoying. And then I went, wait a fucking minute. Sorry, I shouldn't be cussing. Wait a minute. I am driving home from my job. That's three things right there. I am driving, I have a car. Home, I have a home. From my job, I have a job. And I literally was like, shut up. Your mind, and this is something I realized, because a lot of you think that you're actually irritated with your life. You might be driving home, you're irritated with the traffic, you're irritated, you had a hard day at work, you're irritated. A lot of you think that you're irritated with your life. But the reality is you're not. You're not, because your mind loves to trick you into thinking that you have less, that you're doing less, that you're less successful, that you're this and that. Your mind loves to trick you with this negativity. These bad thoughts I'm talking about can be things that maybe you don't like about yourself, like insecurities, things about yourself that you don't believe to be true, but your mind is trying to tell you that it's true. All the time, I think that I don't talk well. I sound stupid. I'm stuttering. I'm talking too fast. I don't make any sense. What? And that's in my brain all the time. All the time, even when I'm talking right now, sometimes. Not every second of the day, but it's in my mind. And my brain likes to do this, to where it actually thinks that I'm talking and I'm not making any sense at all. And I sound dumb and I sound stupid, whatever. Do they even understand me? Am I making sense? That's what it does. No one in my life has ever told me that I'm bad at speaking. If anything, it's the opposite. If anything, it's you're a great speaker. And I had this breakthrough thought the other day where I'm just it was connected to when I was driving home because I was irritated. I go, I have a job, I have a car, I have a home. Then I went, wait a minute. If I have a job, then I must be good at speaking, because how would I get a job if I was horrible at speaking and making sense? That wouldn't make any sense. And then I thought, if my mind is trying to trick me right now that I had a bad day at work, that I'm driving home and traffic is so horrible, that I'm going home and I have to cook dinner, or I don't know what I don't even know what I was thinking. But it was trying to trick me into thinking that I had a bad day, my life is bad, the traffic is bad, I'm annoyed, me. When in reality, I sat there and I go, my mind's doing this to me. I don't actually feel this way. I said, I had a successful day at work. I am driving in my nice car, my really nice car that I like, that I can afford. 3, I'm happy to go home because when I go home, I'm going to do yoga, and I've been doing yoga every single day, and I feel so great, and it's part of my routine now, and I'm excited to go do it. I genuinely get excited and happy to do it. And I'm excited to just go home and unwind and like whatever. This is what I'm thinking. This is the reality of what I am thinking. Positive thoughts, happy thoughts, feeling good about my life, feeling happy. But my brain was tricking me into thinking, ugh, traffic. And then I realized I'm driving my car that I love home. 2, I had a bad day at work. No, in reality, I had a really good day and it was a successful day. I think I'm just tired because I worked really hard, but I actually had a good day. 3, I don't want to go home or whatever. I don't know. Something with the home. I have to clean or I have to cook or something like that. When in reality, I'm excited to cook this new meal that I'm excited about. I'm excited to do yoga. I'm excited to unwind. You know what I mean? It was literally the opposite of the negative that was in my mind. And this is what I want to tell people. You have to focus. You have to really listen to your thoughts and really be aware of your thoughts. Because if you're not aware of them, then you won't know which ones are yours and which ones are coming from somewhere else. You have to truly focus. And I do this now where I sit there and I go, this thought is not my thought. And the thought that's not my thought is always negative. The thought that is always my true real thought is most of the time always positive. And that really shook me. Even today, I was taking pictures because I haven't taken pictures of myself in forever. I'm feeling extra good about myself. So I'm going to take some cute pics. And I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I'm finally realizing, I'm like, I look really good. I'm noticing more definition here. I'm more toned, blah, 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 blah. And then my brain went, yeah, but you're not exactly where you want to be. like, don't get too ahead of yourself almost. Like, you're not a beauty queen just yet. You're not a beauty queen. Whoa, what? That's not true. This isn't true. My brain is literally trying to trick me to think that no, you're not where you want to be yet, so don't get too excited, hunty. Like, who is this? You know what I mean? Who is this demon? Because seriously, it's like, what is happening? Something that people need to realize is these bad thoughts that you're having are not yours. They're not yours. Like, yeah, you might be irritated sometimes. Something might be going on, but those bad thoughts are not your thoughts. Really sit there and be aware, because you need to be aware. And something that I'm going to practice doing, because I used to basically only journal when I was sad or mad or upset. And I literally, as I was driving home and I had this revelation come to me of this thought thing, it literally opened my eyes up. My third eye opened up. Maybe it's the yoga too. I'm literally, whatever. I'm psychic, probably, whatever. I'm driving home and I have this thought and I go, oh my God, like it woke me up. It woke me up. It knows, because if it goes to the negative place, that I'm not going to be able to think about the positive stuff, because the more I think about the positive stuff, the better my life becomes. The better your life will become. When you're thinking about the positive stuff, when you're realizing that that negative voice is not yours, and you really start looking at the facts, and you try to find the light in every situation, hello? Like your life changes. Your life literally will change. And mine has already started to change, because now that I've realized this, I told myself, I'm going to journal happy things. I'm going to journal when I'm happy. I'm going to journal all the things I'm grateful for. I'm going to journal about like my goals, the goals I've already completed, where I'm going, what I want to do, what I'm going to do. I'm not going to talk anymore like anything negative is going to happen. I'm not going to think anymore like anything negative is going to happen. And when those negative thoughts come in, I will know that they're not mine and I will back it out. And that's what I want you guys to do. And I want you guys to know that you can do this. And I want you guys to know that those negative thoughts that you're hearing, or when you are having a really bad day and your mind is just thinking about the worst possible scenario and it just keeps pointing out every single negative, every single negative, every single negative, you will know now, this is not me. This is not my mind. This is not my thought. This is not my voice. This is not God's voice. This is not what God wants you to hear. And that's why they say it's so, so, so important to pray, to listen to worship music, to read the Bible. This is why it is so important, is because the more that you are surrounding yourself with God, surrounding yourself. I can't remember the verse, but it's like I put on my shield, I put on my armor. Like you're putting on the arm. What is it? The verse, it's going to kill me. But putting on like the armor of God when you read the Bible, right? It protects you. Protects you from what? Protects you from the outside world. Protects you from the negativity. Protects you from the negative words that you're hearing in your mind. And I go, I haven't been reading my Bible as much lately. I'm not going to lie. I have taken, not a break, because I've still listened to worship music, but I haven't like really been listening to it as much. I haven't spent any time like alone, like worshiping how I used to. I wasn't praying at night as much anymore, like as long of a prayer, like it'd be so quick and then I just go to sleep and I'm like, wait a minute. And now I just talk out loud sometimes to God. I talk out loud. I pray on the way to work. I pray when I'm coming home from work. I am praying sometimes randomly in the day, like a long prayer too. Like sometimes it'll be like 15, 20 minutes I'm sitting there. And I'm like, this is amazing. Like, why do I think that I could only access God in certain times of the day and certain moments? And why do I think that He's always there? I can always access Him anytime I want. Because He's always around you. And this is what I'm saying. The more that you pray, the more that you're in, like, reading the Bible, the more that you are feeling that, like, connection with God, the more positive your thoughts are also going to be. The more you're going to be able to combat those negative thoughts. Because let me tell you, before I had this revelation, this is when the whole praying thing started. I was praying more. That was the only way that I was even able to come to the realization and the fact that these negative thoughts are not my own. My stomach literally is growling. What the heck? Guys, when you're looking, and this goes for so many different things. And let me be so for real right now. So real, guys. I'm being vulnerable. Be nice. When I was in high school, maybe I even said this before. Actually, no, I haven't. When I was in high school, I did not eat enough. Did not eat enough at all. I would have a Monster energy drink in the morning. I would skip my lunch at school. I would go home. I would eat dinner. I would go to sleep. Like, no breakfast, no lunch, just like a Powerade or a Monster or a little drink. And that's it. And why was I doing that? I honestly don't even know. I didn't even really notice. I didn't really think about it. The reason I'm talking about this is because it tied into how I felt when I realized that my negative thoughts were not my own. Because even to this day, I look in the mirror and I go, ugh, I need to lose weight here. I need to lose weight here. I need it. What? Because still to this day, I battle with that, with like seeing myself completely different than I actually look, for noticing only the negative things sometimes. and not the positives. That's what's so weird. It's because sometimes I'm super confident and sometimes I'm like, I don't like that, I don't like that. But what's weird is I know a lot of women do this, probably all women do this. But the reason I'm saying this is because those negative thoughts, when I look in the mirror and I'm pointing out all the negatives. Now, since I'm trying to surround myself with positivity, I look at myself and I go, I'm only going to name the things out loud that I like and that are positive. I'm only allowed to say positive things about myself. That is it. Because why are you saying negative things about yourself? Constantly thinking negative things about yourself. Oh, I'm not good at my job. Oh, people probably think I'm not funny. People probably think I look stupid. People probably think this. I don't sound good when I talk. I don't even make any sense. No one's going to take me seriously. Something that we all need to remember is positive things come from God. God would never want you to hate yourself. God would never want you to think that you're ugly. God would never want you to look in the mirror and be like, I don't like this, I don't like that. God would never want you to think that you sound stupid when you speak, when He gave you a voice to speak, when He gave you a voice to share your opinion, when he gave you your voice to become a singer, to sing. He gave you your voice to give presentations and run a country or do this or do that. The devil wants you to feel so bad about yourself in the areas that God is blessing you in. I tell you, when I take this mic and I make this video, you should hear the thoughts. Does this even make any sense? Is this real? That's a fun one that I've been dealing with lately. Hearing this thought of like, when I'm doing research or I'm talking about, God, or I'm reading the Bible, in this back of my head, it's going, is this even real? This sounds like a folklore. And I'm like, that's not even true. That's not what I think at all. And it's because I'm being attacked. The devil is trying to push you and break you down in that very area that God is trying to bless you. So break away from that. Think the positive things. Surround yourself with God. Don't forget that you can talk to Him anytime. Surround yourself with positive thoughts. The thing that you're negatively or think negatively about yourself the most is where God is most likely trying to bring you to. And the devil's so scared because he knows that when you have confidence in yourself and you get to where you need to go, to where God is trying to put you, which He will always put you, by the way. The devil can only distract you for too long. Me, over here. When God will always bring you back. Always bring you back. I can't remember what verse it is, but it's like, no matter how far you travel, you will never go far enough to be away from me fully. You will always be tethered back to me. That's what I think of all the time, because I go, no matter how far away, like my mind is going, the negativity, the try not to cuss. That you will always come back to God from that. You will never be too far. He tells us this in the Bible. And if you believe in it, then you believe in it. Then it's true, right? You know what I mean? Like, I've been thinking about that a lot lately. No matter how far away you go, you'll always go back. So these negative thoughts are trying to push you away. And it can only happen for so long before you go, no, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm having confidence in myself. I'm going to have positive thoughts. I'm going to believe in myself. I'm going to pursue that dream. I have confidence in myself enough now to go after the things that I want. I have confidence in myself enough now to leave a situation that's not serving me. I have confidence and love in myself now that I'm having boundaries and I'm leaving people. I'm leaving the bad crowd. I'm leaving the people that are telling me that I'm not good enough for this and that, whoever these people are. Whatever situation you're in, you wake up and you're like, I'm not doing this anymore. And when you get up and you do that very thing that you're scared to do, or that you have a negative opinion about or negative thought about, and you do it and you succeed and you become so successful and you become so happy and your life feels like what is this? This is a dream. Like, what's going on? And it's like, Because you're finally doing the thing that God wants you to do. Because you're finally thinking positively about yourself, which God wants you to think positively about yourself. You're finally confident about yourself, which God wants you to be confident in yourself. You're finally surrounding yourself with people that you love and they love you, and that's what God wants you to do. You're finally like going in the direction that He wants you to go. And it's like, yay. Like, it took a minute for you to get there, but you know what I mean? I mean, it's all in good timing. It's all in the right timing. But the devil tries to pull us back, pull us back, pull us back, pull us back with what? The negative thoughts, the negative feelings, the negative this, negative. This isn't how we're going to think anymore. I want you to leave here with this. These thoughts are not from God, and these thoughts are not things that you are actually putting in your head. These are not being put in your head by you. Know that you are strong enough to combat those bad thoughts with good ones, with positive ones. You are strong enough to not view yourself in a negative light anymore. You are strong enough to view yourself in a positive light. And the thing that's going to make you even stronger is when you're surrounding yourself with what? Praying, talking to God, reading the Bible, listening to music, all the things that you hear like in church, in a Bible, in a worship song. Nothing in there is negative about yourself. All of it is happy, loving, hopeful thoughts, hopeful words, hopeful stories. And when you have hope in yourself and in something that you're doing, you want to do it more, and you're going to continue to do it and continue to do it because what? You have hope. The more hope that you have and that you develop after consistently having hope, believing in yourself, and then achieving it, and then you continue to have this hope that goes on and goes on and goes on and goes on, like that's putting your hope in God, and that's following Him, and it's trusting Him, and it's leaning against Him, and it's like letting go, letting the burden off of your shoulders, which is what you're supposed to do. We're not supposed to carry these negative thoughts. We're not supposed to carry these negative feelings about ourselves. We're not supposed to carry this negative, pessimistic view about the world. We're not supposed to. That's not why we're here living. We're here to be happy, follow our purpose. It's not always going to be easy, but you're not here to be live a life that you are not fulfilled with, live a life that you're not happy with. You're not supposed to live a life that you look back on and you're like, oh, that was just horrible. No, that's not the life that you are intended to live at all. I hope that what I said made sense. See? No. Everything I said made sense. I sound amazing. Oh my God, it's going to help so many people. Yeah. So anyways, love you so much. Very happy to film, very happy to be here. I act like I've been gone. I can pick up my phone and talk anytime I want, but whatever. I need to do it more. I will see you next time. Until next time, I love you so much, and au revoir.